Okay, so I want to talk to you about why it is so important to have a mentor in your corner and equally a amazing community. These two things are life-changing for your business and your overall well-being in general, because like a mentor is not just there for the bottom line. Like if you really think that a mentor is just there to help you make money, it's so much more than just that. And so I want you to think about this a little bit differently than maybe you have before. So can it be scary to invest big bucks in your business? Absolutely. But everything's relative, right? Like I used to think and feel it was terrifying to invest $100 in my business, right? And so there's all different levels of investing. But if we continue to stay on the sidelines and don't get to that next level, then we're gonna keep staying on the sidelines. So I think a lot of people have that all or nothing mindset. Like if I can't afford the mastery program, then I just won't do anything. Rather than like, okay, I'm not there yet. Based on my goals, based on where I'm at, what would you recommend? Most mentors have offers at all different price points. And so and also the good mentors have lots of free resources too. Start absorbing the podcast, then go to the next thing, right? And then the next thing. And you can grow with your mentor before they even know who you are and can like deeply support you, right? But having a mentor and mentors is truly a game changer. Like I think back to like my last 5 years and then 10 years in the nonprofit space. I think it's actually more than that now. I've lost track. I think I'm closer to like 16 or 17 based on how old the nonprofit organization is. Like we're about to have our 17th fashion show and it's an annual fashion show. So I like math, right? Like it all blends together. But I truly like started this online business when Emma was born, so that she's a little over 5 years old. So, but anyways, I want you to think about mentorship and a community differently. Okay. So without a mentor, it's truly like running a business blind because you only know what you know, right? I want you to imagine a different field, right? A surgeon that never went to med school, an attorney that never went to law school, a teacher that never went to college to learn how to teach, right? Like all of these professions that are very like normalized for you to go into school and therefore invest in your education. It would be mind blowing to people if like you needed a major surgery and the doctor's like, I've never had any, education or training, but I've got your back, right? And it would be like, do you, right? Like you would be so freaked out because they only know what they know. Like, and if they're like, well, I've, watched some Grey's Anatomy. I totally know what I'm doing, right? So an attorney has had a mentor, AKA going to law school. A doctor has had a mentor, AKA going to med school. All of these professions, like I said, are so normalized to spend crazy amount of money and then therefore a lot of times build up debt. Not saying that like is what I want you to do, but like it's so normal in those professions that like we forget like business owners should go to business school, AKA have a mentor, right? And therefore like multiple mentors, because just like in med school, you don't have just one teacher, you have multiple teachers based on like what you need, right? And so I just want you to look at this differently because it's so not normalized in the business world to not have a mentor. Like there are so many business owners out there floundering, and no wonder the stats of businesses failing are so high because so many people are not enrolling the high level support that they need, right? Like it is great to hire virtual assistants and graphic designers and like all of those other pieces and parts of the business, but still you only know what you know. And so you're driving blind and you're hoping and praying to get to these big goals and dreams. And so then you're wasting so much time turning left and turning right and getting broken down on the side of the road and you don't know how to change a tire. and then you're upset, and then you blame the world that you shouldn't be a business owner, so then you burn your business down, right? Like, I'm talking very dramatic here, but I just want to paint this picture for you of like, can we please normalize and promote, like, it is so important to have mentors, to have a community. There would be no way that a doctor would be able to perform surgeries, or an attorney would be able to like truly be able to protect you, right? In scenarios of the law, right? And all different other professions. So like, also think about a pilot. Would you get on a plane with a pilot that never has flown a plane before, that does not know what they're doing, but they're like, oh, I've watched Top Gun, I've got this, right? Like, that's mind blowing to me. So like, and I mean this in the most loving way possible, if you want to be a entrepreneur and just like dip your toe in, make money every now and then, like, you're cool with that, then that you probably don't need a mentor. But if you're like, no, I want to scale this bitch and create this wealth machine, right? Like, I want to build a team. I want to have so much money that's overflowing that like all my big goals and dreams can happen, that I can contribute to the world in a big, powerful way. That's who I'm talking to here, right? Like, the best of the best that like really want to grow and scale and have tons of freedom, both financially and time, and so many other forms as well. Every day that you delay having a mentor is delaying those big goals and dreams, right? And again, you don't have to go to the full on big, bougie mastermind or the one-on-one coach that's $100,000 or any of those things. That's great if you want to do that. But pick the mentor that you want to be with long-term. Pick the mentor that has the lifestyle that you want to have, that is transparent, that like you love their vibe, you love their teaching style. Pick at least one mentor that's going to sit at the top, like the front of your table. Like, I want you to imagine a table, okay? That's the person that you're like, she's going to stay or they're going to stay the whole time that you build your business, right? Like, truly being a partner, if you will, in your business. Because the longer a mentor knows you, they can cut down so much time. If you keep hopping from mentor to mentor to mentor, it takes time for them to learn you. It takes time for them to understand you and your business and all of those things. And then you're mad because it's like, they don't get me, they're not helping me get results. And then you jump to the next mentor. So pick a mentor that's going to stick with you for a long period of time. And then I want you to imagine a table that you fill in people that you're going to rotate out, right? Meaning like, maybe you buy somebody's course, or you go to somebody's conference, or you're with somebody for, 6 months for a very specific reason. Those chairs totally can rotate. And I call this, ooh, we have sound effects over here. I call this your table of mentors. This is what I have done, and it has been a life-changing. Now, with that being said, it does take time, it does take cash, right? And so pick that first seat, get momentum, then start building in the other seats, right? And then you can rotate them as you need and as your business needs, right? So like, I have multiple people that I'm working with right now for multiple reasons. And it's so beautiful because I'm getting so much energy from all of these high level people, right? Like, you're the sum of the people that you spend the most time with. So by me enrolling a whole table of badass women that are doing like 10x more than I am in my business, that's a really wealthy table that not only am I building connections, right? I'm building education for myself to be the best. And equally, that is trickling down to all of my people, right? It's this beautiful ripple effect that happens. So I just really want you to think about this differently and stop sitting on the sidelines. Pick that mentor, and even if you binge listen to their podcast as the beginning, fantastic, right? There's so much knowledge there. Or you grab their book and then you find that they have a course, then you buy the course. And if you just want to leapfrog to the big level that they have, fantastic, but start now. Pick them and not just keep talking about it and keep talking about it and keep talking about it. By you just like hopping into one of their containers, even if it's self-study, you'll get in their energy as if they're sitting across the table from you. And that alone, you are going to see so many miracles happen in your life and your business by you making that move. And the bigger the move, the bigger the result. right? Not always instantly, but the bigger the move, the bigger result. And when we can keep doing that consistently and consistently over and over and over again, this is when like the magic happens, okay? So something to think about. If you literally are like, Nellie, I want you at the front of my table, let's chat. Like if you're not sure what that looks like, let's chat. Let's figure it out together. We've got our mastery program, which is honestly one of the top ways to work with us, but we have so many other ways, and I just invite you to speak up for yourself. And I'm here and I love you. Let's do this.